Hey, lizard people. So let's talk about how to tell if your bearded dragon likes you. Ultimately, you'll know if your bearded dragon likes you by how much it really trusts you. Some things that we're going to talk about are closed eyes, pressing up against you, light licking, coming to you, and relaxed body muscles. So first, let's talk about them closing their eyes when they're near you, because this is kind of a hot topic because and nobody is really certain if their eyes closing means they like you or doesn't like you. But I think it really depends on the situation, how much of a bond you have built with your bearded dragon. So in this example here, if you've built a really tight bond and they're closing their eyes, this is what I'm talking about. If you have not yet built that bond, eyes closing could be a way to escape a visual threat in their eyes. So once they have trusted you, this is what I'm referring to. So, in nature, usually when an animal feels threatened, they can't do anything except keep their eye on the predator. It's a safety instinct. So, you'll know if your bearded dragon trusts you when you come and interact with it and it closes its eyes. This is a sign of the deep safety it feels whenever you're around, and you wouldn't get to this point without building a bond. And I think that's key to remember on that point. It's after you have built the bond that changes them closing their eyes out of comfort and then them closing their eyes to escape the visual threat. So, number two is pressing close against you. It's very apparent that bearded dragons don't really cuddle with other things they find threatening or stressful. So if your bearded dragon is pressing up close to you, it's another sign that they like and trust you. In reality, it's more likely your pet is cuddling you because of your body heat. It's also probably because it associates your scent with food and safety. Even if the lizards aren't doing it to quote unquote cuddle, it's still a good sign for how you two feel about one another. And they're only going to do this once you have built a bond and they have established your presence with food, trust, and safety. Number three for bearded dragons showing how they like you is whenever they do a light licking. So don't compare this to your dogs or any dogs because it's quite different. Beardies don't lick because they're showing love. They lick because they smell your scent and like it. So if your bearded dragon starts licking the air when you come near, it smells you. And it's thinking of how you might take it out for an adventure. Maybe you're bringing it some food, something positive. It may even lick you for your smell. So either way, it likes what you represent. So it's safe to say that it likes your presence if it's doing this. Before I jump into number 4 here, I'd just like to ask for you to leave a like, comment below, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. I enjoy making these, and the more interaction I get from you guys, the more energy it gives me to keep making these. So thank you if you've already subscribed, and if you haven't, I hope to have you join the channel soon. So back to number 4. So over time, spent bonding with your bearded dragon, it's possible to learn to train them to actually come to you. In the beginning, your bearded dragon will commonly run from you when you first get them. They'll do things like passive, like arm waving, which shows they're submitting to you, or they may hiss out of a sign of stress and defense. And this isn't what you want. But after you've built a bond and you've trained your pet dragon, it may actually start coming right to you to be ready to be picked up. It'll get familiar and it'll actually want to do these type of activities. And it's another notable behavior for bearded dragons who like their pet owners. So aim for this one as a milestone in your relationship. I think getting them a bearded dragon that actually can come to you or will run to you out of just wanting to be around you is a great sign and something that you can do over time. Just remember to have patience while you're building this bond. So number 5 is when they press flat and are relaxing. In the wild, there's no positive equivalence for being picked up. But in captivity, bearded dragons get adjusted to being picked up. They learn to enjoy being handled because it often means one of the following positive things for them. Either they're going to get food, a bath, or maybe go out for an adventure, some like outside playtime or something like that. So they begin to recognize this and look forward to you actually picking them up and handling them. So the way they show they like being handled is by flattening their bodies on you and relaxing their muscles when you pick them up. So instead of trying to while you're holding them, trying to run away or jump out, they'll actually just allow it to happen and just enjoy the moment. So if you're a new owner, you'll experience a lot of these behaviors, and don't confuse these with affection or signs that they're liking you. That's going to be arm waving, head bobbing, hissing, or nipping, and light biting. All of these behaviors are not show any way of them showing affection. These are, they mean different things, but they're the opposite of them liking you in that moment. So what this all boils down to is that it's really about trust. You've got a clear idea, if your bearded dragon likes you or not. Overall, it's more about trust and affection, but these are great indicators to tell if your pet is happy. So look for these signs of trust, relaxation, and recognition, and you'll know if your pet bearded dragon likes you, or maybe not, or at least not yet. So if you're interested in learning as much as you can about bearded dragons, I have written a digital ebook or handbook that you can go and take a look at. I'll cover everything under the sun about bearded dragons and how to handle them, how to set up their terrarium, how to get them to come to you, bond with you, just anything you can think of. I have pretty much covered in this book. So there's a link in the description if that's something you're interested in. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please leave a comment below, like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. So until the next one, see ya.